Bangladesh has warned India about a spike in infiltration of extremists through its border and the bordering states of West Bengal, Assam and Tripura. The Bangladeshi government has submitted a report to the Indian Home Ministry in which it says that there has been a threefold increase in infiltration by Harkatul Jihad al-Islami or Huji and the Jamaat al-Mujahideen Bangladesh or JNB extremists into the Indian territory as compared to the year 2015. Now, according to the report, more than 3,000 extremists have entered India. This comes even as the National Investigation Agency or NIA has found overseas terror links and direct role of Jamaat al-Mujahideen Bangladesh in the 2014 Burdwan blast. All right, for more on the story, we are now joined by WION's Bangladesh Bureau Chief Saad Hamadi. Morning, Saad. What more details can we possibly have at this point in time based on the reports shared by the Bangladeshi government with their Indian counterparts?
Ramesh, the Bangladesh government has not shared these numbers to the local correspondents or newspapers here. What we have learned so far is following the submission of this report to Indian authorities with the concern that there has been an influx, threefold influx of terrorists infiltrating into India from Bangladesh. That's quite concerning given the recent developments where block raids and raids are carried out routinely in Bangladesh following intelligence information about possible terror attacks being planned. A suicide blast that took place only last Friday at the headquarters of a security agency. So that all goes to show that there are plans and conspiracies going on about attacks, and the government is taking this quite seriously. And as part of that, we have been seeing over the last 3-4 days of very strict measures being taken out across the country. But the influx that we are talking about here has happened over a course of time. And if you have noticed that in 2014 and 15, the terrorist hideout in India from Bangladesh has been in the numbers of 650 to 800, but this time it's being reported as 2,000. While those numbers have not been clearly explained by the intelligence authorities about how they have been achieved, but it all goes to show that there are clearly signs of plans existing for terrorists and within the region. And JMB is one of the key terrorists operating in the country that has links with the Indian Mujahideen in India. So that it all goes to show that there are concerted efforts within the region that needs to be tackled through security measures. Ramesh.
Right, Saad. Now we know that terrorism knows no boundaries or geographical borders. Now, in your estimation, given the fact or given the threat posed by organizations such as the Huji and the JNB, how effective do you think Bangladesh has been in counter-terrorism, especially tackling these groups head-on, especially maybe in the aftermath of the July 2016 attack in Dhaka?
Well, to speak about the measures that the security forces have taken since the July attack, the Friday suicide blast is one of the key suicide or terrorist attempts that have been witnessed in the country in the space between July and March. But then again, the police have arrested a number of militants, have killed at least 30 suspected militants, and there have been recoveries of a huge stash of explosives. That all goes to show that while the police is making preemptive measures, these indicate the possibility of attacks being planned out and the existence of sleeper cells or terrorist groups in the country.
Indeed, Saad. And in conclusion, we are given to understand that Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina of Bangladesh can be expected to visit New Delhi early next month. Now, how likely is it, in your estimation, that counter-terrorism might feature prominently on her agenda in her talks with Prime Minister Modi here?
That's what strategic experts and security analysts are pointing out, that a defense cooperation and counterterrorism partnership between the two countries are highly likely during Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's visit to India next month.
All right. Thank you. Saad, we'll leave it at that. That was WION's Bangladesh Bureau Chief Saad Hamadi with all the latest details.